Hi, everybody. I had someone ask me the question about how to help your athletes with spacing. So, first off, make sure you're defining their roles for them. Make sure they understand your formation. So, in this particular case, what I have set up here, you have a one striker or forward, you have three midfielders, and two backs. So, you have a left back and a right back, a center mid, a left mid, a right mid, and a center forward. One thing that I talk to my club athletes about is there's an imaginary line that splits the field in half. And what you want at all times is to have balance on the field. Another thing that might be able to help them is just geometry. So, talking about how we kind of create these triangles, and it's a really powerful shape in sports, in a lot of your field sports like lacrosse, field hockey, and soccer. So having that balance is really important. Another way that I've heard it described by other coaches, one of them being Rolf Vanderkamp from Delaware, he talks about how there are zones on the field. So maybe that's something that could help your athletes as well. And you can zone the field horizontally, and you could zone the field laterally if you wanted to. So a lot of people will put the field into thirds. So you have your defensive third, your midfield, and then you have your attacking third. And you can talk about how we move into those spaces. So for instance, if the center forward leads high into the attacking third, the right mid needs to be able to maintain good space and distance to support that play, as does the central midfielder. So again, as they move, they're maintaining that shape and that distance. A good example to give, depending on the age of your athletes, might be anywhere between 5 and 15 yards of distance between your athletes as they move. One thing I've noticed, at least in our league, is that these back players tend to stay back. They need to continue to support the play as well and can continue to maintain that geometry per se. So with so few numbers, and in this case, if we're playing like a 6v6, everybody needs to be stepping up and supporting the play however they can. You know, thinking about that 5 to 10 to sometimes 15 yard space, but we move all over the field as one unit. And the one thing here, again, as you see, I created that center line. These left side players are typically going to be to the left of that line. Now we're pretending the ball is here. So obviously if the ball shifts to the other side of the field, you're going to see your right players drop, but maybe still stay to the right of that central line. So hopefully it helps. Feel free to grab a dry erase board and show this to your athletes. Put them out on the field and give them these positions. Take the ball and put it in a particular spot. So for instance, we say the central midfielder has it. All right, well, the center forward's going to stand here to support her for a through pass, and then the right midfielder might stand here to support her for a flat pass, thinking about that 5 to 10 yards. And again, bringing in that geometry, how we balance and shape around to support the ball. Whatever you do, keep communicating, keep encouraging them, and keep feeling free to stop the play and get them where they need to be. Spacing and balance on the field are really going to help you be successful.